If you're a Republican this morning and you're not outraged by this, you are not a Republican. You're probably not a conservative. You're not a libertarian. You're not a constitutionalist. Because if you're acting like this is not a big deal, you are the same totalitarian that just convicted Trump. And if I hear one more rhino like Larry Hogan or whatever tell me that we have to trust the system, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. And they're happy to come on this show. Larry Hogan tweeted out, "We must reaffirm what has made this nation great, the rule of law." Shut up. Now do Hunter Biden, whose father, the president, just met with one of the key witnesses testifying against his son, the wife of his late son, Beau, who, by the way, Hunter was sleeping with. And you want me to trust our justice system? I'm not alone on this. Trump raised $2 million in every hour. $40 million over the last day. Most people can't even fathom that much money. People know what's going on here. This is the system now, and I don't trust it, where they run over everybody with a difference of opinion. They use state resources to do it, and there's nothing we can do about it.
And I'm doing something for our Constitution. It's very important, far beyond me. And this can't be allowed to happen to other presidents. It should never be allowed to happen in the future. But this is far beyond me. This is bigger than Trump. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than my presidency.
I mean, what's it going to take for everybody to realize that we could be next? Seriously, what is the average person going to do when the IRS decides to fine you $100,000 because they feel there was a violation because actually they're just running for school board? What is the average person going to do when the FBI, the DOJ, or whatever other three-letter agency comes down on you? Oh, I don't know. Let's just go ask Mike Flynn, three-star general Mike Flynn. He didn't even do anything wrong. And guess what? He had to plead guilty because he ran out of money. Unless you're a billionaire, that's exactly what's going to happen to every single one of us. If we stand up and try to make a difference now, that precedent has been set. And I am not okay with that. I say it all the time. Good order and discipline is only maintained so long that people have more to lose than gain by disorder. Liberals consider this as a reminder, real quick, that your side is comprised of purple-haired, gender-neutral freaks that are offended by the wrong pronoun. My side is comprised of nearly all the gun owners. Faith in the system is the only thing that keeps good order and discipline. And if we were a threat, like you keep telling us we are, you'd know it. And yet Joe Biden will stand up there at his red MAGA speech being angry at everybody and tell the world that you, me, and Trump, and anybody who thinks like us are a threat. That people like you and I, he says that we're the threats to democracy. But let me ask you this, Joey B. How many riots were there last night after that conviction? Oh, I don't know, 0. How many Trump supporters threatened democracy after that verdict? None. Unlike Democrats who burn down cities and twerk on cop cars when they don't get what they want. And there are still folks like Mitt Romney who think this is somehow part of like a just system and that the two sides are equal, but just we have disagreements. We're not equal. Republicans are better than Democrats. We're more lawful. We are more respectful. We do everything better than you people except for messaging. But we better stop the internal fighting over decorum or some mythical standard of presidentialism or whatever you want to call it, or this is going to get a lot worse, maybe beyond repair. And I'd just like to give everybody a little history lesson here. People always ask, oh, how did the Nazis do what they did? People always say, well, I would have stood up against that. Would you? Did you stand up during COVID? Are you standing up now? Hitler didn't gas people on day one. Hitler first took over the media, just like this administration did. Even our own courts said that they violated the First Amendment. Who got fired? No one, of course. And what's worse, most people sat down because they didn't think it was their fight. Hitler took over businesses, just like Democrats are doing, and the NRA just had a 9-0 Supreme Court ruling in their favor. Again, nobody in the government got fired, though. And again, many people sat idly by because they didn't want to get involved, just like in Germany. Big government bailout promises. Hitler got elected. He got elected because he promised big government subsidies and shovel-ready jobs. Weird. Where have we heard that before? Biden, in defiance of the Supreme Court, has just forgiven billions of dollars of student loans, essentially buying votes. And most people said idly by, just like they did in 1940. Hitler took over schools, removed God, and instilled the state. Democrats are literally removing parents' knowledge of a kid trying to change their gender. Forget removing God. They did that years ago. And yet, how many people have stood up? Not enough. We started. But that's how it started. Hitler didn't take charge by force. He was elected by creating division among his enemies, just like what Democrats are doing between Republicans and rhinos. And the rhinos are falling for it. Nazism, Stalin, Mussolini, they all rose because good people stood idly by and did nothing until it was too late. Many didn't even vote when they had the right, folks. You know how many people in America don't vote in elections? We have that right. People died for that right, and they don't do it. And this is what you get. Because people want to keep their heads down and ignore problems because they don't want to get involved. Don't be fooled. They will come for you eventually, even the rhinos. And once all the real Republicans like us have been locked up, they'll come for those rhinos. They've been using lawfare since day one, and anyone who's in their way, they will crush you. And if you don't believe me, look, this is the cover of the Washington Post the day Trump was inaugurated. The campaign to impeach the president has been, he didn't even get to the White House yet. He didn't get these convictions yesterday, though, because he committed a crime. No. We still don't know what the crime is, by the way. He got these convictions because the state, with unlimited resources, wanted them. There is nothing you can say to convince me otherwise. There is nothing, Joy Reid, because if it was actually a crime, the FEC would have taken it up. If it was actually a crime, they would have brought it at the time it happened, not after he redeclared for president with, testimony from someone who committed grand larceny, stole 60 grand from him, and was a convicted liar. Michael Cohen. Where are his charges? You see why I think this is a sham? And if they were so concerned about attempts to sway the 2016 election in 2024, by the way, 8 years later, they should have started with Hillary Clinton, who paid a foreign agent to write a BS dossier that was entirely false, who funneled it into the highest levels of law enforcement communities to spy. She had them spy on the former president of the United States. Where is her felony? Nothing, not even a charge. Where the hell are you guys on this one, too, Mike Johnson? Stop everything in Congress. Subpoena everyone. Don't take summer recess. Don't take weekends. Don't even get up to go to the bathroom. Get in there and subpoena everyone. This judge, his daughter, everyone affiliated with anything ever. I don't care if we stop building bridges and highways and stop funding our government. You fight fire with fire. Otherwise, these Marxists are going to keep doing this. And red state AGs, you guys better start hammering these people. You have the opportunity now. They cleared the way. Look, Democrats took what they alleged was a federal misdemeanor from the FEC and made it a state felony 34 times over. There's no rules, apparently. Step up. I'm not just talking. You tyrants are about to awaken a machine you don't want. You are pushing people to the edge. The same party that is offended by the wrong pronouns is pushing the party that owns 90% of the guns, of which the majority defends our nation, who mine our minerals, who build our skyscrapers and drive our trucks. You weak people have no idea. You people in your cities with your white shoe consultants, country clubs, who thought prosecuting Trump was a good idea, you have never met America. You've watched that scene, obviously, in Braveheart where they're all online waiting for the British to charge them, and he's screaming, hold. Folks, hold. They want violence so they can cancel this next election that they know they're going to lose. Don't fall for it. And the liberal networks, they want it so bad they can taste it.
How worried are you that there could be violence emerging from all of this by Trump supporters?
Oh, not at all. Donald Trump's supporters are not violent people.
Now's the time to hold, folks. I do have faith that Republicans will absolutely blow Democrats out of nearly every critical seat in November. And when we do, and when Donald Trump does, when he wins, I want him to do the exact same thing for actual crimes to Democrats. And when he does, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to drink a beer, I'm going to smoke a cigar the size of Cuba and laugh. Because they earned this one.